Hi, my name is Sandy, and today I'm going to show you how to upgrade your homemade fruit popsicles. Today we're going to be making peach and banana popsicles with two upgrades. The first being xylitol, which is a great sugar alternative. It's totally non-glycemic, so it's safe for diabetics, and it's actually good for your teeth. So our second upgrade are what are called probiotics. Now if you've never heard of them, I highly suggest doing some research. They're very interesting and very important. Our bodies are actually made up of over 10 times as many bacteria as we have our own human cells. Now what that means is we're living in a symbiotic relationship with our own cells, good bacteria, and also bad bacteria, fungus, and other different microorganisms. When you eat sugar, if you are out of balance from either eating too much sugar in the past or an overuse of antibiotics, which is rampant in our culture, you will end up with too many bad bacteria. Meaning when you eat sugar, you're feeding all of these bad guys. And unless you're eating cultured foods or probiotics in some form, you're going to always be feeding the bad guys and have none of these probiotics left, which are really important for your immune system and many, many other things in your body. So when we make our popsicles, we upgrade it by adding the probiotics right in with the sugar. So when you eat it, your body gets all the joy of the sugar, and you don't have to worry about the sugar feeding the bad guys, because it's actually going to feed your probiotics, which multiply and give you additional benefits. All right, so let's get started. I've already measured out my probiotics. 1 serving per popsicle is a good rule of thumb. And here are peaches. When you're picking peaches at the grocery store, I always recommend choosing the ones that have the stem still inside, and that way you can reduce the risk of there being mold inside or the peach going bad faster. You do need to pick that out and then slice them in half. And we will put our blender here and put 1/2 in there and take the pit to the compost. All right, and out with this stem. Oh, they're really juicy. And the pit. Just a couple more. These are very fast to make, and of course these are organic peaches because they're one of the dirty dozen where they use lots of pesticides to grow peaches. And lastly, our banana, also organic. We just toss these in here like so. All right, so now that we've got our fruit in the blender, we're going to add the xylitol. Not all xylitol is created equal. You want to make sure you get it from real birch trees. A lot of it can be derived from corn and other questionable, possibly GMO sources. So you want to get it from birch trees, an all-natural xylitol. You don't need a lot, just about as much as regular sugar. I'm only going to do 2 spoons. So next is blending. And you need a liquid to make it blend together, and we're going to use homemade kombucha. And if you're interested in making your own, we have a video on how to make upgraded kombucha, which we will put a link on the video and below in the description if you'd like to try that. You only need enough to make it blend, usually just covering about 1.5 inches of the fruit at the bottom. Add this. There we go. So that's a little extra, but you just get more popsicles. We don't add the probiotics yet. That's important. We want to blend this first. So just blending it enough to get rid of the chunks. And lastly, we have the probiotics. Now these are special probiotics from a company called Custom Probiotics. It's actually a formula just for kids, and we've called them and made sure it's okay to freeze them and that it won't hurt them. So you just add them right in. And you can blend them really gently just to get them to mix. All right, that's good enough. Next is putting the liquid into our popsicle trays. Ideally, I wish these were not plastic and that they were a much healthier option, but this is what we have. And the rest is just like making normal popsicles. I usually have some left over, which I just give my daughter as a smoothie, and she loves it. It helps her with the wait for the freeze time. She can drink that while she's waiting. Oops. Okay. And then they just take a couple hours to freeze, and you're all set with your upgraded probiotic delicious popsicles. Okay, so these are all set to go in the freezer for a couple hours and they'll be ready. Hope you enjoyed watching our video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll be sure to have plenty more helpful and healthy videos on the way. Thanks, have a great day.